Welcome to another Tech Tuesday at FiTech. Today I'm going to cover a simple tip on front distributor engines such as Ford and Mopars. On front distributor engines, one problem is that the coolant temperature sensor and throttle body are very close to the distributor. You do have to make sure that the ignition wires are routed accordingly away from throttle body wires. Otherwise, the wires can pick up some RFI interference that can cause things such as the RPM noise or even resetting if it's really bad. So one thing to be careful is the coolant temperature sensor wire. Make sure the routing of the wires does not contact or get very close to the throttle body, and make sure the ignition wires are all fully seated onto the distributor. Another thing to make sure is the air cleaner does not rest on the distributor. That can conduct RFI noises straight to the throttle body. Here's a good example of a problem that can happen is the coolant sensor wire coming up like that. This one's a simple fix, just route it down and kind of pull it down to the bottom. I may even zip tie it to that little ground wire. This system's running on a TAC input, so this blue wire from the TAC system, or from the TAC signal from the CDI, does have to be routed away from the ignition wires. Otherwise, it could pick up false RPM signals. Distributor wires do need to be routed as far away as possible from the throttle body. And they do have to be in good condition. If any of them are loose or burned or falling off, it could very easily cause RPM noise faults. If it has an RPM noise fault, you'll see it in the fault codes as RPM noise. At the bottom of the dashboard, you'll see a fault. Fault code 36 is the typical RPM noise fault. A majority of the time, it comes from burned plug wires or loose, slightly disconnected plug wires, or cracks or dry rot plug wires. The other possibility is wires being laid very, very close to the ignition wires, or non-resistor style plug wires. You cannot use solid core ignition wires with an EFI system. They're just too noisy with the RFI output. So I hope this helps you solve your RPM noise problem on your FiTech system. It can be from plug wires, but also on these front distributor engines, the wire routing is very critical. Hope you can join us again on another FiTech Tech Tuesday, and if you have any questions, please contact us or leave comments below.